So George, what's it like being on the programme?
I think it's been a real whirlwind so far. The most diverse out of everyone I know who's got a graduate role this year, coming out of university. I know lots of people, who obviously, have started graduate roles, and I think mine's definitely been the most diverse. Every day really is different. I go from organizing team parties to doing nitty-gritty accountancy to looking at big picture budgets, and also had the opportunity to work on regional projects at the same time. So I think it's been an amazing experience, to be honest, and given me far more opportunities to do far more than I ever thought I would. I'd come from no hospitality background at all, and learning what a hotel is and how it works. And it's a business, a really detailed business, and it's got lots of layers, and it's not quite what it would look like from the outside. So I think it's an opportunity to get a deep dive into hotel businesses, and also at the same time, you get some really exciting opportunities to go around the world, see different areas, learn from different cultures. Something that you wouldn't get, I don't think, from your typical graduate scheme.
George, how would you describe the finance element of the programme?
I think the finance side of it is in some ways very similar to most finance side of things, because your balance sheet is your balance sheet. You've got a P&L. It's not vastly different, but what makes it different is actually the way these things are coming into your P&L and L and your balance sheet. There's so many different layers, especially in a big hotel. You've got lots of different F&B outlets, and you've got rooms, and you've got discounts. You've got so much different stuff going on. There's lots of different layers.
What was that feeling like when you were offered a place on the programme?
So I was actually in the middle of studying for my finals, and I knew that I was going to be getting a call from Hilton at some point because I'd had the assessment center, and I was sort of expecting it within a week, and the week was going on and on and on, and I was thinking, hopefully it's good news if they haven't called me back yet, and fortunately it was. So I got the call, had to run to an area of the house that actually had some service, so I wasn't just a blurry mess on the phone, and just real kind of ecstatic, I guess, and relief at the same time, knowing that I'd put all this work in and it had finally paid off and I got this job and it was the job I really wanted. And I think that's a really important thing, is not only knowing that you've got the job, but the fact that I got the job that was my number one. And then after that, have the joy of letting all my family know. And I think pretty much immediately my family were looking at flights to Dubai and planning their holidays.
And your favourite part, George?
I think my favorite part of it is that there's other graduates on this program with me, but I don't see them day to day. So when we get to meet up, it's really special to kind of discuss the different experiences we've had and understand that they've been dealing with the same problems that I have, or I can learn stuff from them. I think it's really nice to have that network, but because it's not a network you see on a daily basis, when you do see each other, you can really connect and start to relate to each other on a nice level that allows you to learn from one another at the same time.
What have you learnt about yourself?
Think I've learned that whatever happens, I can push myself into a situation and I'll probably be able to deal with it. I think before I came into the program, I would have thought a lot more about situations, whereas now when you have challenging situations kind of evolving on a daily basis, you stop worrying, I guess, as much about them and you start to just believe in yourself that you're capable of tackling these situations. I'm super lucky. We've got a great support network. I've got a mentor who's back in the UK. I've got my line manager here and also the regional team here who are always there for support. And you kind of know whatever question, as you get to know people better, you know who's best to field that question for you.
What does it mean to be part of Hilton?
A warm feeling is kind of the immediate word that comes to mind. It's the fact that you're part of a truly global organization. I've been on holiday to different countries, different continents, stayed in Hiltons. And when you start talking to the front office staff or whoever you may be talking to and saying, oh, I've worked for Hilton also, you're immediately welcomed by them and given an exceptional service. And it just makes you feel really welcome. And it's a lovely feeling to have.